Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming out, and congratulations to finding this little corner of Toronto that many of you probably never knew existed. We are delighted today to have our Asia Pacific Media Day here at the Portlands, and with the assistant of our Deputy Harbour Master, Michael Rio, over here. Through his good graces, we were fortunate enough to have access to this building and to give the media an opportunity to see another angle of Toronto and the Toronto Police, and to introduce you to our very much expanded Asia Pacific Community Consultative Committee. My name is Staff Superintendent Jane Wilcox, and I'm currently in charge of operational services, and I'm delighted that you can all come here today. I'm not going to be too long in terms of remarks, because we have a boat out front that will be able to take 10 people at a time, and I'm hoping to get a mix of our committee members and our media people out, and everybody will get an opportunity to get a quick tour, depending on how fast they want to go, depending on how much you want your hair blown around. A quick tour around, you'll be able to see the skyline, take some excellent pictures, ask questions of our media unit, as well as talk to the committee members who are on the boat with you. So it's an opportunity for a different way to get information. It's also very interesting at this point in time, given all the city discussion about the Portlands, the Billy Bishop Airport, and things like that. So it's a nice angle for the media to report on something a little different this time. So without further ado, what I will do is turn it over to my co-chair of the Asia Pacific Community Consultative Committee, Mr. Ray Tolentino, and I will give everybody on the committee the opportunity to introduce themselves, give a brief description of what community agencies they represent, and so for all of you in the media who wish to ask questions, you can do so either in the formal setting or probably more likely while we're waiting to get everybody on the boats. And just to let you know that there are safety features to the boats. Everybody will be wearing a life jacket. That is absolutely required. And there'll be lots of opportunities for photographs. And we also have, it's going to be a bit more of a relaxed event today, because we want to make sure everybody gets a chance to get out on the boat. So we'll start with the very end, or Mr. Tolentino, if you want to say a few words, we will start at the end.
Well, thank you very much, Jane. Good morning, everyone. We'd like to welcome you all to our Media Day. On our third year, we're very proud of our accomplishments. 3 years ago, there were about 4 countries that came together to form the Asia Pacific Consultative Committee. Today, we now have 8 countries. I'm very proud of that. My name is Ray Tolentino. I'm representing the Filipino Canadian community. I'm a co-chair of the Filipino Center of Toronto. Very happy to be here with you this morning.
My name is Mani Pitar. I'm the Vice President of the Lao Association of Ontario. And my responsibility is I'm responsible for the art and heritage.
My name is Edwin Lee from the Malaysian Association of Canada. I'm the founder, past president, and current advisor to the association. And our association is a bit unique in the sense that our association is initiated by the High Commissioner of Malaysia, actually. So they want us to act as ambassador for Malaysia. Thank you.
Morning, my name is Young Lee Ha. I'm from the Korean community, and currently I work at KCWA Family Social Services as the executive director, and on this board we have 2 other Korean representatives, Ms. Bo Shin and Mr. Michael Asburn, and unfortunately
I'm Sid Akita. I represent the Japanese Media Culture Center, and we're one of the founding members, I should say, like we've been one of the group of 4 that started the consultative meeting committee. But what I wanted to say was that we're so proud that we are able to get Asian countries joining us now. There's 8, but there's another 10 more Asian, minority Asian people that we need to get, and that's what we're going to be working for the next 4 years, to bring all Asians together. As a Japanese Community Culture Center, we form a network organization of all Japanese groups affiliated with Japan. So we have the police department sitting on our committees. It makes it so much easier for the police to talk to their total community when they come to a meeting. So there's a liaison group that we work with, which is very positive for the police department and for the Japanese community.
Hi, my name is Sambat Chong. I'm the president of the Canadian Community Association of Ontario. I have joined the Asian Pacific Community Consider Committee about 2 years ago. And by joining, I was hoping to build a relationship between the police and my community. So so far, doing a good job. So thank you.
Hello, my name is Porra Sam. I'm also with the Cumberland Association Committee. I'm fairly new to APCC, but look forward to working with everyone and the community.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Prom Mongpate. I'm president of Lao Association of Ontario. Lao Association of Ontario exists to encourage and assist Lao people to integrate into Canadian community. We are a non-profit and charitable organization established since 1980. In the past 2 years, we have joined APCCC. By joining APCCC, it seemed like we bring home the service and protect. So our community feels safe and feel friendly with the police. Now I will continue to bring the police close to our community, just to save, to serve, and protect the family from things.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Timothy. So from Burma Canadian Association of Ontario. Also, our association is based in the community, and we have every 2 years internet feedback came from our association, our member. Also, we have about 6,000 people in Ontario alone. Why we joined the ACCP is our community has a lot of newcomer and a lot of youth immigrants from other countries. So we need to contact with the police and so many different cases that we need to renegotiate with the police. That's why we are the member of the ACCP.
Yes, hi. My name is Jason Ng, and I'm with the Japanese Canadian Cultural Center. And it's an honor and privilege to be working here on the Asia Consultative Police Committee meeting. A lot of my friends who are also on the Canadian Multicultural Council Agents of Ontario. And looking forward to working with the committee and building better, safer, and closer relationships with the community. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Barry Yao. I'm representing the Malaysian communities. I'm also one of the co-founders and executive committees of the associations. It's an honor to be part of the APCCC. It's great to see so many of you here. Thank you.
Thank you. Renato, I think before we all scatter to the four corners of the Toronto Harbour, I'd like to make a few presentations. If not, we can probably walk out there and you can get some pictures unobstructed of the Toronto skyline. Past few years, and we just wanted to make sure that everybody was recognized as best we can. Perhaps in the past it might have been a bit more elaborate, but with budget cuts, it doesn't mean our appreciation is any less. It just means it's a little more modestly reflected. So Mr. or Deputy Harbour Master Mike Rio, to come forward. Mike, thank you so much for your assistance in helping us out to have this event. I know it means a lot to everybody here, not just our committee members, but members of the media and also our own folks. And I know the work you do with the Toronto Police and the Marine Unit is extensive. So thank you very much. And for the folks in the media, this would be a really interesting fellow to have a chat to about the operations of Toronto Harbour. He's in charge of all the boat traffic coming in and out. And there's a lot more to Toronto Harbour than just the sailboats and the Marine Unit boats. There's quite a community within this Toronto Harbour. So
thanks very much. It really caught me off guard. Cheers. Cheers.
And I know we haven't done much other than meet in terms of recognizing the work that our committee does, but I just wanted to make sure that all the committee members know how much the Toronto Police Service really appreciates the work they do, the help they've given the Toronto Police to make us better, able to serve every member of the community and every member of the City of Toronto. So, Mr. Ray Tolentino, thank you.
Thank you.
Come around. Yeah, that would probably be easier, wouldn't it? One more important than you. Oh, Sam? Champion stair climber. Mr. Henry Lee. And last but not least, Mr. Jason Hill.
Downtown?
So rather than slow things up with some formal questions at the moment, what I'd like to do is take 10 people, 5 or 6 community, 4 media.
Okay, man, thank you.
And we'll get them out on the boat. So if you want to arrange that.
Sure. Want to do the first time? Any volunteers?
How about the first 5 here, and then the 5 media?
You can ask your questions.
Yeah, I'll remove that. Okay. And for those of us who are remaining, we will try and leave you some food, but no guarantees. And if anybody here has any questions, they can ask us as we're interacting.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. This is Staff Superintendent Jane Wilcox of the Toronto Police, and a very, very good friend of the Filipino community. And today we're going to discuss about very important topics in our community, and hopefully that all of you would listen and take it seriously. Morning, staff.
Morning.
The community would like to ask some questions, and I was asked to ask this from you. The most important one, I believe, or they believe, would be about the caregivers. If you can just tell the community how would they be able, the caregivers would be able to protect themselves from abuse, and the fact that most of them are very vulnerable to this, and basically because they just don't know what to do. They're very scared to come forward. And if you can tell the viewers how to do it.
The caregiver community in Canada has made an incredible contribution to Canadian society. And as members of the community of Canada, it is critical that all caregivers know their rights and are comfortable with approaching the police should they have any concerns or problems. I know it is a challenge because many caregivers are concerned about their immigration status, and this is a big challenge for them and for the police because the police don't have control over immigration status. We can respond in an emergency when a person needs physical help, when they feel they are being taken advantage of or defrauded. And we can do our best to work with our customs and immigration, but it's not the police's final decision. If you as a caregiver feel that you need the assistance of police because you're being physically or financially or emotionally abused, you should get in touch with either a member of the Asia Pacific Consultative Committee, that's Mr. Ray Tolentino, or Constable Renato Valdez, or Sergeant Phil Mendoza, or a community agency person that you trust, and ask them to approach us, the police, myself included, because that way we can give a personal roadmap for you to follow and make sure that the assistance provided is exactly what is needed. The Toronto Police Service has a don't ask, don't tell policy about folks who come forward with regards to their immigration status, but unfortunately for many caregivers, their immigration status is something that is held over their heads. So people are very reluctant to talk about it, but on the other hand, the police are finding it difficult sometimes to do our best when we don't know what the immigration status is. So if you are concerned in any way for yourself or someone that you know, please reach out to one of the many Filipino officers, our Filipino liaison officers, myself, members on the committee, and we will make the connections for you and make sure that you get access to the help that you need. I believe there are a number of community agencies out in Toronto and a number of Filipino-based community agencies that are there to help caregivers in Toronto, Ontario, and Canada. Make sure you use those services and don't be afraid to reach out. There are lots of friends and support systems for you, and I just want to make mention of the group of caregivers who've already effected change in Canadian legislation to better protect caregivers. So changes can happen, and for good reasons, and don't think that you're alone. Talk to a friend, talk to a nurse, talk to a police officer. We're there to help, not to make things worse. So I encourage folks to get in touch. The telephone number? The regular telephone number is 416-808-2222. But I would recommend, if you're not in immediate danger, if you are in immediate danger, call 911. But if you're not in immediate danger or you feel more comfortable reaching out to somebody else to sort of help you work with the police, then I would suggest you contact those folks. And we can, we've got the Asia Pacific Community Consultative Committee phone numbers on the website, and they would be a good resource to you.
I have a question. In the Ruby Dalla case, did the police get involved when those two caregivers complained and reported? And who, like, do you know what which case I'm talking about?
I don't believe that was a Toronto case, so we can't really comment on how that case unfolded.
Oh, which area was that in?
Peel.
Oh,
Peel region,
okay.
yes, yeah. So we're not in a position to comment on that one.
Okay.
So if there is the 911, when they call 911, definitely they won't have to be asked or questioned by anything. They just have to report, right? And I just wanted you to assure them that just pick up the phone and call them without, do they have to identify themselves? Let's say in an abusive situation.
If someone is in immediate danger of physical harm, they should call 911 because the first thing is to make sure the person is safe. After that, yes, there will be questions. There will be questions about who they are because the police don't go and not make sure that things are okay afterwards. We have to make sure that the incident is going to be repeated. We have to make sure that the victim is safe. And if that means taking them to a place where there is some community support, and there are agencies out there, I would have to get back to you with the specifics, but there are agencies in the community of Toronto that will help folks with those kinds of challenges. There's different shelter services and some financial support, but it's the community groups that come together to help do that and make the caregivers feel more comfortable.
How about staff? How about the businesses? How does the police protect the Filipino businesses? We do have a quasi-Filipino camp, which is actually at Bathurst and Wilson, but most of the time they come to us asking how do we... There are problems that arise in these businesses. I cannot be very specific about them, but most of them are, the business owners would ask, how do we approach the police on this? Do we call 911 right away? Obviously, if there's something that's going on, but protection-wise, do you have any words and advice on how to protect them, businesses?
The unofficial Filipino town of Bathurst and Wilson is actually part of 32 Division.
Okay.
And a very well-known and much-loved police officer, now Sergeant Phil Mendoza, is a sergeant in 32 Division. But there are different ways, other than contacting him specifically, that the Filipino business community can get involved in terms of helping to make their own stores and businesses safe. And that is getting involved in the divisional community police liaison committees and having membership in that. And I would encourage you to contact Superintendent Sam Fernandez, who's currently the unit commander of 32 Division, and his second in command, Inspector Doug Kwan, also of 32 Division, and start seeing where you can best fit and work together to help reassure and address any concerns that the businesses in that area have. There's a lot of different things that can be done, a lot of different projects that can be worked on together with the business community, and that's exactly what the police would love to do.
Last question, staff. What can the Filipino community do to partner much better as where we are right now? I know we're not doing as much, but do you have any requests from the community how to the police and the Filipino community can partner together for a better world?
It is really touching for the police to hear that a community wants to engage so much with us, and that really means a lot to the Toronto Police. And it means that our community and our police officers will be safer because everybody's working towards the same end. In terms of reaching out and working together, there are so many things to become involved with between the police and the Filipino community. We go to as many events as we can. We invite the community to as many events as we have. And it's demonstrating to your community members that you are comfortable with the police. But on the other hand, this isn't just a one-way street. The police aren't always good, so we need to hear about that too. And so we hope that the community would hold us accountable for our mistakes, or come to us if there are any concerns or anything that the community might see as a friction or a barrier towards better relations. So don't withhold that. Take the steps to reach out. That's what we're here for. We're not here just for good news. We're here for every piece of news.
So, do you have any questions? Anyone else? Okay. Thank you, staff. We appreciate your help. And we would like to say thank you on behalf of the Filipino community to our loving staff, Superintendent Jane Wilcox of the Toronto Police. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Teresa.
Thank you, staff.
I think that's true. Your dad had
Don't worry about it, we'll make fun of you later. Okay? Everybody good to go?
Yes.
Okay. Come on over, let's walk here and we'll step right down on the tire.
I
think she's wet already.
Oh my God.
Have you went already last time? Have you went already last time?
No.
Yeah, it's your first time? Okay.
What?
Is there another media person?
No, it's fine. Go ahead. Thank you.
Enjoy. You coming?
You coming? Coming. Is that?
I'll see you on the other boat. Yeah, I know. Grab the stern.
Oh my God, you're so popular behind you. Look at you.
Take your picture.
Okay, so just stick that through there and then toss it back.
Don't worry.
Hi, Kuya.
We're not coming.
Kuya, babalik ka.
Gold.
Ready?
Gold, Jerry, gold.
Where are we supposed to? Sit on the other side so we're even.
You mean to say I'm equivalent to two of you? Three of you?
No, Merites will set us up.
Wave to Kuya.
That's all right. And you can sit on the other side. You might fall there. Come on. Sit there.
You can sit inside if you want.
So you guys get the fun.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Out to the side.
But,
You can sit inside.
everybody says that now. Nobody says that in January.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's supposed to rain.
It was supposed to be, yeah.
Yes, Mom.
I'm going to guess here, 37 PCs.
Oh, yeah?
11 sergeants, 12 sergeants.
Probably. Are you going to get the
I saw Ashley at the
Yep, he's one of the new ones, yep. Yep.
I know, be careful.
Yes, oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Oh, you were just down, weren't
somebody off, or put our people onto a boat in a hostile situation, that's what we do. We actually do it a little bit faster than that, but that's how we would board a boat or take a.
So basically, the person jumps. I mean, there's no.
Well, what happens is my vessel. This is the bad guy. He's running, so that boat's going to come up and it's going to pin itself, turn his engine, so that boat is actually pinned right against our boat. So he can take his hands off the wheel, everything, and that boat's going to stay right there. It's still going to transfer people back and forth. Normally, I mean, if it's somebody sick or something, then stop and get them to stop. But if we got to do something like that, that's because we want to get on that boat very quickly.
Would that be the same boat you would use when you pick up a dead person, let's say?
We try not to use those ones. More so for cleaning aspects. This boat is an easier transport. We have a bigger deck to work with, so when we have to put the body down, we use these baskets in here. So that's what we use. Say I'm a diver, so if I have to go down and recover somebody, I need the platform to work off. Hang on.
What's the speed of that?
Alright, I'm just going to angle west a bit more.
How fast was this boat?
Anybody else want to go aboard? Yeah. Anybody?
How fast is this?
This boat will do about, well, it'll do about 30 knots, which is about 50 kilometers an hour. That boat will do 100, 105 kilometers an hour.
Wow. Basically because of the weight, right?
Well, that's got more powerful engines too. It's a lighter boat. So as you can see that how maneuverable and the handling on that boat is superb.
You said that you was over 105?
About 105 kilometers an hour. It's about 55, 60 knots.
That's fast. Did you get that? Yeah. It goes all the way to 100.
Just take that back. over. And they'll call them down to the dock to get the boat to go somewhere. Whereas we're on the water the entire year. But yeah, we do lots of rescues around here, yeah.
Not necessarily just in
No.
Toronto.
Boats get tied up on the rocks or something, we need to go get them. And I remember last year at Thanksgiving, big fog bank rolled. It was a nice day like this, but then the fog came in, the wind picked up, and we were searching for boats all day. As far as we were in Halton, for boats. And with one of them, we had to actually jump in the water, swim a line over to it because it was too close. We couldn't even get in there. We tied the line off and then used the boat to pull it back before it put onto the rock. So.
And over safe.
Yeah, the majority of what we do is education and search and rescue.
Oh.
The enforcement aspect is
like
sort of
drinking on the boat.
Yeah, that's sort of that's a large part that's mitigated by the owners themselves because you have people operating large expensive boats and so that they realize that we can't be doing this, but through education and random spot checks, they know most of the boating community understands the onus that's on them of drinking on the boat and whatnot.